What is up guys, Joe here, welcome back to my channel, and today we are back with another episode of FreeLanda, and in this one, La Vuelta Espana 2021 will be decided. Can we get our second Grand Tour of the season? It's between Jakub Fuglsang, Emanuel Buchmann and Mikel Landa. So just to quickly catch up with the standings so far, just 12 seconds separate the Dane, the Spaniard and the German, with 6 stages remaining in the race, and it really is a 3-horse battle with Haig 6.5 minutes down in 4th. Of course, our team have been so bad at this race when Buchmann has Conrad in the top 5, Fuglsang has Izagiri and Vlasov in the top 10, so they have very strong teams. We're basically by ourselves. We're doing our best though, and hopefully we can get into that red jersey. So we start today with stage 16, and it's definitely a quiet one for the GC guys. It should be on paper anyway, definitely one for the remaining sprinters in the race. Then stage 17 and a chance to gain some time with another crazy final climb. Max of over 20% and a 4 kilometer climb. We'll see if we can gain any on Buchmann or Fuglsang. Stage 18 is next, and again, could be pretty quiet with regards to the GC unless there's crosswinds or something like that, potentially one for the sprinters again. Stage 19, and it really is the stage we have been dreading because 38 kilometers of individual time trialing could definitely be very tough for us. I think we'll lose time to Buchmann and Fuglsang, so we're gonna have to gain time elsewhere. And the perfect opportunity for that is stage 20. You can see we end with a crazy final climb, over 20 kilometers and an average of almost 6%, climbing throughout the day until that point as well. And yeah, it really will decide the GC, I think. We do of course end with a flat one into Madrid. The GC will be decided at this point though, so that will just be a procession. Worth noting, our fitness peak has just ended as well. So it's definitely stacked against us, I would say, with our fitness peak ending. We're pretty tired after the Giro as well. You can see a slight bit of tiredness setting in and our lack of support from our team. So things are going against us. We're gonna give it our best shot though. So we do start with this flat stage and still the likes of Ewan, Sagan and Ackermann at this race amongst a bunch of strong sprinters. Our job today is to stay with the other favourites. So we've raced into the final 20k today. The 3-man break still have a minute on the peloton, and that does include YouTube cycling legend Kevin Genietz. But to be fair, I don't think the break have a chance today with Tindekler on the front riding like this. So we race into the final 5k, and it is a last ditch attempt from Kevin Genietz. Just 20 seconds left for him, and I don't think he's going to do it. It's going to be so tough with these sprint trains. Be interesting to see how Sonny Colbrelli does today. I'm trying to just stay out of his way, to be fair, with 2.5k to go. Consini coming to the front for Cofidis. Let's up Caruso to 99 now. As the sprint gets underway, let's see who takes it up the road. It's going to be a very close sprint. I think Ackermann looks good to take it, and it will be Caleb Ewan just about taking the win ahead of Pascal Ackermann right there. We just cruise in with the other guys in the peloton. So I think it was Gaviria who was unbeatable at the Giro earlier this season. I think Caleb Ewan has basically been the equivalent of that at this Vuelta. I think that's his 3rd win already. What a race for the Australian. Colbrelli only 7th, no change in the GC today. Moving on into stage 17, and it's one of the big stages in the GC today. And we are running out of chances because only one more mountain stage after this one and a time trial. So if we can, we definitely need to try and take some time today with that TT coming up. You can see Buchmann, Landa and Alaphilippe are the favourites. We are looking out for the red jersey Fuglsang as well though. So we're already one climb into the day. Plenty more climbing coming up there. You can see the breakaway has formed. 16 men up the road, including Uman, Formolo and some other very good riders. So I do get the feeling we need to try and blow this stage open a bit. To be fair, some of our guys not feeling too bad today. You can see Caruso -1, Val 0, Betrago 0 as well. So I have put our guys up to 85 on this first climb already just to try and weaken our competitors. So we're now at one of the highest points in the stage, and you can see Valves is on the front at 90. Plenty of other teams as well trying to set a high tempo at this point. Our team are looking okay, I think. We're looking okay as well. So let's just sit in, see how many riders are here over the top. So a pretty big moment right now because there has been a fall and now 78 riders behind. You can see Higuita, Soler, Garcia Cortina is down 6th in the GC. A big shame for the Mitchelton Scott man. And you can see the pace is so high in this group right now. It's Trek Segafredo on the front. So this is a very big moment because Trek's still pacing hard on the front. We do have some other very strong riders like Vlasov, Conrad is behind, Van der Poel, Ports. Of course, those other guys who did fall earlier as well. So they're going to try and keep them behind. I'm trying to pace as well with Bilbao. We'll even put him up to 90 at this point. Try and keep them behind into the final climb. So we now have 8k to go in this stage and just 36 riders in this group. This has been absolutely mental. We need to try and conserve some energy now. You can see some of the guys that are currently out the back. We just have Colbrelli and Caruso here to help out Mikel Landa. I'm trying to conserve energy, but that climb coming up very, very quickly now. So let's move forwards into the final 6k of the race. So 5k to go. The pace remains very, very high. It's Ineos on the front, trying to move up on this left-hand side, which we do, to be fair. Let's go up to 88 with Landa straight away on this climb. You can see Fuglsang right ahead of us in that red jersey. I think we can use our energy gel right now. Maybe we can go down to 85 if possible. The breakaway just up the road. I think they will be caught right here as Caruso is done. Alaphilippe on the attack as well. We're not going to follow that. We only need to worry about Fuglsang and Buchmann in this one. I'm actually going to take Buchmann's wheel, being led up the road by Peter Sagan right now. And there it is, the two groups do come together. The peloton and the breakaway, just 2.3k to go. Can we make our way through this group? It's absolute chaos right now in this stage. Maybe up to 90 into the final 2k. It's Alaphilippe on the front at the moment. I think we need to go up to 92. Or maybe too early for that. Let's go down to 90 again. I think we have the energy to make it. Can we conserve our red though? Fuglsang and Buchmann still in this group. It's coming down all the time. It's very, very tense right now. Into the final kilometre. Alaphilippe looks very tired. We can maybe go 90 with Landa. It's an attack from Jakub Fuglsang on the left-hand side of the road. Can we follow the Dane? Oh my word, it's a very strong move. We're going to do our best to follow him. We need to try. We're going to try and sprint into the final few hundred meters. But Fuglsang is going to take stage victory and more time in this Vuelta Espana. I think we'll get a top 3, so we will gain some small time on Buchmann. I think it's Hershey in seconds. But damn, Fuglsang so strong on that stage yet again. That finish was so difficult, and just 7 riders from the peloton and the breakaway in the end in the front. Fuglsang though did gain 8 seconds on us, as well as 10 bonus seconds, so he extends his lead in the GC. And you can see some of the guys that were dropped, the likes of Vlasov, Higuita, Garcia Cortina losing a bunch of time today. And so Fuglsang extends his lead to 22 seconds now and 30 seconds to Buchmann. And I'm pretty sure that does mean we will be behind going into stage 20, the next big mountain stage after the time trial. So going to be difficult from here. Next up then, one potentially for the sprinters, yes again. So another break for the GC guys ahead of that TT tomorrow. So we have a 0 race day today, so no real point in trying anything. I thought if there was some strong crosswinds, we could maybe try and create some echelons. Not going to happen though. Let's just sit in and conserve energy. So we now have 13k to go. You can see the 4 men up the road in the breakaway. Just 40 seconds left. They won't win today. Pretty sure this will be yet another mass sprint. You can see our team really struggling with this tempo when Landa and Vowers are just cruising along in this group. Let's just make sure we stay here and see how the sprint unfolds. So we're now coming into the final 5k. The breakaway still do have a lead, to be fair, on the hard chasing peloton now. I do want to come out the way because I don't want to interrupt Colbrelli. Anyhow, you can see Sagan, Ackermann, Garcia Cortina, all the favourites coming to the front with 3k to go in this sprint. Caleb Ewan looking very good with his Lotto teammates. And the breakaways still have a lead with 2k to go. Surely they can't hold on here. Oh my word, this is going to be so close. Let's go up to 95. The breakaway are going to be caught into the final kilometre, would you believe it? And it will be Pascal Ackermann taking the stage, you in second and Garcia Cortina in third. I guess when you've got Peter Sagan leading you out, it's pretty hard not to win, but Pascal Ackermann takes it in the end. So unlucky for the breakaway today. I think this guy survived that break, finishing 4th on the day. Anyhow, we get 14th and no change in the GC. Here it is then, guys. Stage 19, 38 kilometers of time trialing. We're going to lose time today, that is for sure. Fuglsang and Buchmann, definitely stronger time trialers than Mikel Landa. It's just about how much. We just need to keep them within maybe a minute, and then we have a chance going into the final mountain stage. Here we go then. Mikel Landa gets his TT underway and a +3 day. That is exactly what we needed. You can see up to 72 time trial today, and Buchmann up ahead has 73 and Fuglsang has 72. So they're obviously going to be in good form as well. We know they're in good form, expecting to still lose time. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad though. Okay then, 2k to go to this first intermediate split for Mikel Landa. TJ Van Garderen absolutely killing the TT at this point. And where is Buchmann? He is 10th place, 33 seconds down. I mean, I've used a bit of extra energy there on that hill. Let's go down to 73. How are we doing right here with Landa? 1 minute and 11 down. Oh my. And Fuglsang goes second at that first split, just 18 seconds down on TJ. Oh no, this is going to be bad, isn't it? So if we look behind, you can see Fuglsang is hunting us down in this TT. Very demotivating indeed. But just 2k to go now to this next intermediate. And where is Buchmann? He hasn't crossed it yet, and he's 10th, 48 seconds down. We do have a bit of extra energy, so that is definitely going for us. Maybe up to 76 on this hill. For Mikel, just 4%, so it's not going to help us too much, but where are we at the top? Let's see right now, and we are 1 minute and 42 down on Van Garderen, and Fuglsang about to cross the line. He's just 25 seconds down. So then 5k to go for Mikel Landa, and TJ Van Garderen looking very good to take the stage win at this point. It's the final real climb of the day. Let's try and go 80 here with Landa. We know we need to make up some time. Up to 6.5% very briefly. That will definitely help us out. Up to 83 into this downhill section. I think we're going to try and stay on 85 now into the final because it is downhill somewhat and then coming flat into the finish. Can we stay at 85? I'm really not sure. Buchmann finishes 10th, 53 seconds down on Van Garderen. I've used too much energy. I've used way too much energy, and we're going to collapse into the final. I went way too hard at the end there, and this is going to be painful, isn't it? 1 minute and 22 down. Actually not so bad when you compare it to Buchmann, and Fuglsang crosses the line in second place today. So it is big TJ Van Garderen taking the stage win. You love to see it. 25 seconds clear of Jakub Fuglsang, who is in unreal form at this race. He's got one more stage to survive before he can claim his first Grand Tour. Buchmann was 11th, 54 seconds down in the end. Not too bad for the German. I think he might be slightly disappointed though. And we end 22nd on the day. Just about 30 seconds down on Buchmann. So to be fair, not too bad in the end. And so looking at the GC, with just one more GC day to go in this Vuelta Espana, Fuglsang leads by a minute on Buchmann, a further 20 seconds back to Mikel. So we have 1 minute and 20 seconds to make up on Fuglsang going into the final climb. Quick look at the other comps though. We do currently hold the green jersey, just ahead of Fuglsang in that one. We're also second in the KOM jersey. As I've already mentioned though, these jerseys don't matter to me one bit. We are going for the GC. And here it is then, it all comes down to this, 186 kilometers, short hills throughout all day, and then the final climb, 21 kilometers, average of 6%, pretty steep at the end as well. This is our final opportunity. So we actually get a very nice +3 day today, so up to 84 mountain, plenty of other increases as well. Maybe this is our opportunity. Can we do it? Let's see. Okay, so as you would expect, it's a pretty big break up the road today. It's Soler and Delaparte attacking for some KOM points. but plenty of good riders. Carapaz again, Sosa, Bardet, Zakharin, maybe will take the stage today. So we're currently on the final real climb before the big mountain in the ends. I'm trying to conserve as much energy as possible, but you can see guys going out of this group all the time now, down to 67 riders. We're looking very, very good indeed. Trying to conserve as much of that energy before that final climb as possible. But as I said, the pace is high, maybe down to 67 at this point. 1.8k to go. We're going to have to go 70, I think, to the top of this climb. That's fine though. We should have Caruso, Vals and Bilbao still with us over the top. And so with 6 minutes up to the break, I'm pretty sure one of those 16 riders will take the win today. And it is just 55 riders now in this peloton, and it's all coming down to the final climb. Here it is then. This is the moment. 22k to go in the stage, and AG2R lead us on to the final climb of this Vuelta Espana. Let's try and come to the front a little bit. And if the pace isn't there, I'm definitely going to up the pace with our team. So 16k to go, Bilbao is done, and we have just Vals and Caruso left to protect us, and just 36 riders in this peloton. It's EF currently on the front, maybe that's for Higuita. You can see Sagan is now done. I'm just conserving energy as the pace is there in this group. Don't need to use up Vals or Caruso for that purpose at this point, as now Astana come to the front of this group. Under 3 minutes to the front of the race, so I think the peloton may have this one, you know. And so Astana pull over. It is now our time to come to the front. We do need to be aware though, because obviously the end of the climb is much steeper. So maybe we'll go 67 at this point. Vals pretty much done for the day. I would like to keep Caruso here as long as possible. So Vals is now done. He can move over. Caruso can protect us for a little bit right now, as 30 riders, 29 in this peloton. I'm actually going to drop this to 62. I do want to keep Caruso until the climb steepens. So 10k to go in this Vuelta Espana. It is Bora upping the pace right now. We're going to have to go up to 70. And with 9k to go in the climb, we're going to be by ourselves as Caruso goes out the back. There he goes. 23 riders now left in this peloton. I'm trying to stay here on 75. Think I'll have to up it. Fuglsang is behind us in this group. Buchmann up the road. I can see a Buchmann attack coming pretty shortly as Conrad is shredding this group. Just 16 riders here right now. 8k to go, and I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it right now. Mikel Landa on the attack with 7.5k to go in this Vuelta Espana. Let's come down now to 85. We're going to catch the breakaway pretty shortly. Buchmann trying to catch us. Or maybe I went too early there. Maybe I went too early, but we have now caught the breakaway. We're going to come past all of them. I'm going to continue on 85, try and go straight through them as we do. 6k still to go, and it's so steep right now. I think I'll have to sit up, you know. It's so difficult. I think we're going to have to sit up at the front with 5k to go. But let's try another attack. Let's try another attack. Screw that. Let's try it. 5k to go. Let's go now to 84, maybe 80 because we're running low on yellow. But we have distance, both Buchmann and Fuglsang. We're trying everything right now. Zakharin tries to stay with us. And we have 40 seconds on the Dane and the German. We're going to have to come down to 75. It's so tough. And it's just a group of 4 riders behind us with Buchmann and Fuglsang in. Fuglsang trying to save his red jersey. This is so tense. We're going to have to come down again to 70 and just a 35-second lead. Oh, maybe I went too early. Maybe I went too early as Buchmann attacks up to us. He has dropped Jakub Fuglsang. Is Fuglsang done? Oh my word, Fuglsang is done. Oh my word, so it's between Buchmann and Landa for this Vuelta Espana. Let's try and keep the German behind. He's closed the gap to 15 seconds. We're doing everything we can. Oh my word, this is so tense right now. Buchmann trying to stay with us. He can't at the moment though. 1.2k to go. We have a 20-second gap to Buchmann in the GC and about 20 seconds on the road as well. Up to 85 now with Landa. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. It's up to 30 seconds to Buchmann. Have we gone too early though? Let's come down to 65. Come on, Mikel. It's a 40-second lead. Oh my word, I think we've done it. I think we've done it. We can celebrate across the line, give everything. We've won the stage and we have 40 seconds to Buchmann. And I think we've won the Vuelta. I cannot believe what has unfolded right now. Fuglsang much further behind. He has cracked finally. He loses over 2 minutes today. What a stage that was. What have I just seen? Mikel Landa takes the stage 42 seconds ahead of Buchmann and 2 minutes and 45 to Jakub Fuglsang. Honestly, my hands are on my head. I can't believe this. If we click next, Mikel Landa finally gets into the red jersey, the first time we've worn it in the race, going into the final stage. 26 seconds ahead of Buchmann and 1.5 minutes to Fuglsang. Oh my word. This is unreal. Honestly, this is unreal. I can't believe we've just pulled that off. I thought the race was done after the time trial. We've had quite a few mountain stages and we haven't cracked Fuglsang or Buchmann in any of them so far this race. It's been so close. I just thought it wouldn't happen for us this race, but we've pulled it off at the last opportunity. Can you believe it? But fair play to Buchmann and Fuglsang. So close in the end between these three. Everyone else so far behind. He did well in 4th, but almost 11 minutes down. Alaphilippe in 5th, 18 minutes down on Mikel Landa. And this man, Garcia Cortina, in 7th, 24 minutes down. But this proves how poor the other climbers have really been outside the top 3 at this race. If this man can get a top 10, then the others must be in pretty poor shape. And so, following that win, we do get our first offer by the Bahrain McLaren offer, and it is from the Koenig Quickstep. What do you think, guys? Is this an offer that we can potentially take at Quickstep? They've got Alaphilippe, Asgreen, Lampert going into next season. Obviously, Evenepoel is there as well. Really a super team. They're not too good in the mountains, although to be fair, Evenepoel, Almeida and Knox developing very nicely indeed. I was thinking about trying to go to Bora, but Quickstep offering us a deal, obviously they can offer us so much support as well. So adding to that, I know we've taken a sidestep from the Vuelta in a pretty important moment. Anyhow, FDJ also offer us a deal. Let's see who they've got going into next season. They still have Pinot, they've got Youngles as well as David Gaudu. There's some very strong riders. They're certainly not as deep as Quickstep. And they couldn't offer us as much support on the flat sections, but definitely a very good option being a leader there alongside Pinot and Gaudu. And so then this is it, just 97k to go in this Vuelta Espana, and what a race it has been. Honestly, I'm still getting over that last stage. So happy right now. Anyhow, today we do have a flat one into Madrid. Garcia Cortina, Sagan and Van der Poel are the favourites. Let's just cruise in with the red jersey. What a sight it is then, guys. Mikel Landa finally gets hold of that red jersey. We've only worn it for one stage in this race, but it's the one that counts. So then, just 7k to go in this edition of the Vuelta Espana, and one more lap of Madrid. We can use our energy gel at this point as the sprinters come to the front. But honestly, I am still in shock at that last stage. That was unreal. I can't believe we've won this race. We're going to cruise in today in that red jersey and of course celebrate across the line. Up the road though, it is time for the sprints. Maybe Colbrelli can do something today in that Italian jersey. Just 2.5k to go right now. We can go up to 90, I think, with Landa. We're in a very good position right now. Sagan is coming as well. Maybe try and grab his wheel. Let's just cruise up on 99 across the finish line. Who will take it in the sprint today? It's looking pretty close as a lot of guys struggling, but Caleb Ewan, the one to take it in the end. We can sit up, cruise across the line. What a moment for Mikel Landa this is. Cruising across the line alongside Caruso in that red jersey. You love to see it. So Caleb Ewan again winning a stage at this Vuelta. He has been the dominant sprinter at this race. And there we are, Mikel Landa on the final podium of the Vuelta in the red jersey. Buchmann and Fuglsang so close in the end. We just about get the job done though. Victor de la Parte takes the KOM jersey just ahead of Landa and Soler. And we do take the points classification as well, adding another jersey to our collection. Vlasov takes the young riders in a pretty competitive competition just ahead of Higuita. And Astana take the team classification, but they're going to be so upset that Fuglsang was unable to hold on. So guys, there it is. What a race that was. I honestly cannot believe we've won 2 Grand Tours in one season with Mikel Landa, both by under a minute as well. Buchmann was so close. If he caught us on that final climb, he may have been able to hold on. We just about kept the gap to him to about 10 seconds and extended it to 40 seconds in the final kilometre. So this season has been insane, but we do have 5 more races to go before we round out 2021. And we start in Canada with Quebec and Montreal. We did win Montreal last year, so we're defending the crown in that one. And then we do have the World Champs. Sadly a flat course though, so no chance we'll see Mikel in the Rainbow Bands this year. And then we finish the season with Milan Torino, and then of course Il Lombardia. What can I say, guys? This is unreal. We've worn the leaders' jerseys at the Giro and La Vuelta for a combined 4 days in total. That is all. I mean, Fuglsang held the leaders' jersey for almost the entire race in La Vuelta before losing it in the final stage. So disappointing for the Dane, but we are so happy. All that's left for me to say then, guys, is I hope you enjoyed this one. Drop a like on the video if you did. Tell me what you thought in the comments below, and of course subscribe if you're new. And I will catch you guys in the next one.